Hello, KT family. Prior, we discussed by talking about general financial aid applications, but today we're going to tackle other ways you can receive additional aid, which can be including scholarships, grants, HEOP, and TAP. So let's get started. So what exactly are scholarships? Scholarships is an offering of free money based on a set of student skills, qualifications, or background. And who doesn't like some free money? Where can you receive scholarships? There are a huge range of ways in which you can receive scholarships, ranging from academic institutions, so this can be college, university, high school, community organizations and businesses, and then private sponsors and donors. Keep in mind that some schools are need-based, so they will not offer you scholarships based on, let's say, merit. Some may offer it based on athletics. It really ranges, so stay on the lookout. So here are some different types of scholarships. So one, merit-based. This can depend on high standardized test scores and or exceptional academic profile. This can also apply to sports scholarships. Two, need-based. This serves low-income brackets or families that fall under specific income bracket and or threshold, i.e. typically less than $75,000. This can also apply to your ethnicity and race. And then there are private scholarships, which can be corporate, community organizations, youth programs, or religious institutions. These are really important to seek out, and you definitely have to do a lot of research on your end. So here are some ways you can find these scholarships. One, your high school and other high school websites. If your high school unfortunately doesn't have the same extended resources, feel free to look at other websites that have these resources freely available. Two, financial aid office websites on colleges' websites. So this typically applies for schools that have school-specific scholarships, such as awarding someone like a merit or honor scholarship. Three, community service and civic organizations. Four, free websites such as FastWeb and FinAid. Five, Insta and TikTok. So this may seem silly, but there are many accounts created for the sole purpose of sharing scholarships. So stay on the lookout. They have lots of spreadsheets available. And then, of course, Google. Searching scholarships can take a bit of time, so be patient, grab a snack, and seek as many scholarships that apply to you. And highly recommend doing this ahead of time so you know which ones you want to apply to during this college off season. So here are some common requirements for scholarships applicants, but be aware that many of these requirements overlap with college application requirements. So there needs to be a certain GPA attained, a specific subject interest, certain standardized test scores, essays, recommendation letters, and they must satisfy typically some financial eligibility requirements, and there may be a round of interviews. Here are some popular scholarships that are very competitive and prestigious and can act as an award in addition to being a supplement of a scholarship. Don't worry if these are too prestigious for you, because you can look out for other scholarships that are available that may not be as high of a cost of scholarship, but can still be cool to you. So some examples include Doodle for Google, National Merit Scholarship, which typically applies with College Board and taking the PSAT, Jack Kent Cook Scholarship, Dell Scholars Program, Coca-Cola Scholars Program, Burger King Scholars Program, Equitable Excellence Scholarships, and the Gates Millennium Scholars. Many of these applications are open right now, so start on them as soon as possible. Moving on to grants. So grants consist of money from the state government, federal government, or a specific college or institution that does not need to be paid back. Grants are purely based on financial need, unlike scholarships, so if financial need is not a worry for you, focus on scholarships over grants. Here are some different types of grants. So federal Pell Grants. This grant is the largest grant program offered by the U.S. Department of Education to undergraduate students through FAFSA. The CSS profile can also offer similar grants according to certain private institutions. The Federal Supplemental Educational Opportunity Grant is one of the federal grants aimed at helping undergraduates with significant financial need and is often awarded to students who are eligible for the Pell Grant. Here are some highly recommended state and institutional grants, especially to the state of New York. So exploring state and institutional grants is important to maximize the aid you receive. State grants generally apply if you are attending public institutions and or remain within your state. In New York State, there are several applicable grants and scholarships for students to take advantage of, and some of the most common ones are HEOP, TAP, and Excelsior. So note, there are very specific eligibility requirements for each grant, so we'll go over each one. First is HEOP. So this stands for the Higher Education Opportunities Program, which selects students based on income level and household size within the New York State. It offers full aid for the attended college, and there are currently 52 HEOP programs at independent college and university campuses in New York State. So this can range from Barnard College, Columbia University, Cornell University, to NYIT, NYU, URosh, Bard College, Manhattan College. So there's a huge range of schools, so stay on the lookout. Here are some of the eligibility requirements, but information does alter for year to year. So one, economically disadvantaged students are members of a household where the total income of such household is equal to or less than 185% of the amount under the annual United States Department of Health and Human Services poverty. 2, each participating HEOP institution establishes its own criteria for educationally disadvantaged, so you really have to look into which school you're applying for. They typically may require you to also participate in work study, summer programs, and weekly seminars in order to receive this aid. Next is TAP. So TAP stands for Tuition Assistance Program. The New York State Tuition Assistance Program, TAP, helps eligible New York residents pay tuition at approved schools in New York State. An annual TAP award can be up to $5,665. TAP is also available to students attending a SUNY, CUNY, and not-for-profit independent degree granting college on a part-time basis, and you must apply through the FAFSA application. Some important news is that if your TAP assistance surpasses your tuition costs, you are allowed to utilize any of the excess money you receive for external expenses for educational purposes. Refer to the financial office for more information. This is a great way to kind of cover some more personal expenses or textbook costs or transportation costs. So definitely look into this. Here is a general picture of what an applicant must attain in order to be eligible to apply for the TAP reward, and it's a lot more specific than HEOP, so definitely look through this. The last program we're going to talk about is Excelsior. So the Excelsior Scholarship is in combination with other student financial aid programs and allows students to attend a SUNY or CUNY college tuition-free. The program covers tuition for eligible SUNY and CUNY students, and for the 2023-2024 academic year, families who earned $125,000 or less in the tax year 2021 are eligible to apply. Very similar idea in terms of years for the FAFSA. So applications for the 2024 to 2025 school year open in the spring of 2024. So general eligibility requirements include being a New York State resident for at least 1 year, be a U.S. citizen or eligible non-citizen, 3, be a high school graduate or equivalent, 4, have an adjusted family household income of $125,000 or less, 5, pursuing an undergraduate degree at SUNY or CUNY college, 6, be enrolled in at least 12 credits per term and complete at least 30 credits each year, and have not defaulted on any federal or New York State student loans and be in compliance with the terms. So unlike TAP, you cannot take any of excess expenses that you have because you are expected to not have federal or New York State loans. So the biggest key takeaway from this entire information regarding additional aid is explore your financial opportunities. There's so many external applications and programs that can help your college education significantly more affordable. So don't be shy and shoot your shot. Good luck.